NANI?!
Hey babes! Welcome back to Touchstarved. My name is Mona. I'm so excited to get started with this again. Last we left off, we met the most handsome doctor in the whole wide world. Oh, and our arm got ripped off and we almost died. But you know what? Potato patata. Right now we're gonna go look for someone that he recommends to us, that he sent us to. We are actually, before we get started in his route, we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to see where that choice leads us. So if you're ready, strap on in, grab a drink, buy your husbando something good to eat, and let's get going. Da 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 da. That made no sense. This isn't even Nintendo. Why, Mona? Why? Alright, let's go. Let's make a run for it! I take off, running deeper into the haze. The fog is so thick that I fear I'm headed in the wrong direction until I see a dim pinprick of light emanating from the shadow of a spire. It's faint, but it's enough. I came too far to die here. Rapid footsteps echo all around me. I turn in circles, frantically searching the opaque mist for the source, but the fog fall twists and stretches sound. Suddenly, the caravan's driver bursts forth from the fog. Our eyes meet too late. Okay, so this is the same. So they die either way? No, poor babe. Alright, that's really disappointing. Alright, we're leaving Dr. Dreamy's office. Regrettably. Goodbye, Chris. Babe, honey, husband. Alright, I'll stop. I find myself standing in a narrow and rather gloomy alley. I pulled a new cloak up over my nose, stepping over the contents of chamber pots. Contents? Stepping over the contents of chamber pots that have been emptied into the street. Something weighs heavily inside one of the cloak's pockets. My coin purse. Everything is still inside. Every last coin that I'd scraped together for the journey to Iridia. It doesn't even look like it was opened. There were so few coins to begin with, they weren't even probably worth stealing. I glanced back at the clinic's closed door. I glanced back at the clinic's closed door. Curse didn't take any payment. He didn't even ask for a future favor. I mean, I'd give him what? Oh, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. But he also said that in Iridia, secrets are power. Does he expect me to give up mine at some point? That's not exactly a comforting thought. Still, no matter why he did it, Curtis gave me a second chance and a lead on where I might find help. I've said it before, but the art in this is so pretty. I really appreciate it. I'd better get going, before he changes his mind. I squeeze out of the alley and into the crowded main street. The line outside Curtis's clinic stretches down the road already. Two thin peddlers queue alongside withered elders. If any place is in desperate need of a free clinic, it's this one. The cobblestones are treacherously rough under my feet, deep grooves worn between them by regular flooding and decades of hard use. I knew Iridia was a river city, but I didn't expect it to look so eroded. The buildings are tired and dilapidated, all crammed together in narrow streets. A child darts by, clutching something greasy wrapped in paper. The smell of fried food drifts over to me. My stomach gives a faint gurgle. This morning's catch! Fried up hot and fresh! Not too many eyeballs today! That sounds disgusting. But I'm starving, so I duck my head under the stall's grubby awning. Oh, that's such a mood. It sounds disgusting, but I'm starving, and so I'll eat it. You ever go to a grocery store and have that happen? Way too many times. A large fish leers up at me, its three bulging eyes still visible through the thick layer of crispy batter. The vendor gives me a gap-toothed grin. What's the cheapest thing you've got? The vendor points at a metal basket of what looks like long strips of savory fried dough. Fresh long lads, 3 copper apiece, don't burn your mouth. What voice is that? Oh, what are you buying, stranger? That's the voice I was channeling. I take the coins out, counting them gingerly. At this rate, I might not even be able to afford dinner. Reluctantly, I drop the payment on the counter and take my meal. Oh, my stomach just growled. I just ate a huge dinner, and yet I'm hungry. This game is making me hungry. I want some three-eyed fish. 2 streets later, I pass under a wrought iron archway adorned with dangling garlands of red and pink lilies. The buildings in this quarter are a dizzying riot of color, painted walls and tinted glass everywhere I look. Sheer pink, red, and pink curtains flutter in open doorways. Musical voices call out invitingly. Incense mingles with the pungent scent of flowers, barely covering the salt and musk of warm bodies. Whoa! Yeah, this is a mature game, guys, so if you're uncomfortable, turn back now. This must be Iridia's entertainment district. I'm polishing off my food and dusting the crumbs from my hands when I spot a poster. It features the silhouette of a smiling man wearing a single dagger-like earring and the words Bloodhounds printed above his head. A motto, as above, so below, circles the artwork. If Leander is the leader of the Bloodhounds, then the face print on the poster is likely his. Oh, I want to see it! Oh, we're probably gonna meet him soon anyway, so it's cool. I follow the line of identical posters around a corner and nearly hit my head on a precariously dangling wooden sign. Looking up, faded orange letters read, "The Wet Wick." The facade of the building looks like it's seen better days, but I hear faint music and laughter coming from inside. Oh, here we go, guys! The inside of the bar is a far cry from the abandoned exterior. It is not even midday, yet most of the tables and booths are occupied by a loose assembly of people in matching green clothes. I'm no stranger to bars. You know the rules, and so do I. No. Oh, I just aged myself. I'm sorry. Sometimes I would take my books to the local tavern for a change of scenery, but I much prefer quieter places. A cursory glance doesn't turn up anyone with a dagger-shaped earring. I'm about to head towards the counter when a chant rises from the center of the room. Show! 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 The remaining green cloaks abandon the bar and their bodies... Whoa! Freudian slip! Sorry! The remaining green cloaks abandon the bar and their booths to rush towards the center of the room in a sudden torrent. There's no time to move out of the way. I'm caught, swept along in the ale-stench current. Hey! Rhythmic chanting drowns out my voice. I thrash, throwing up my elbows as the press of bodies grows heavier. My hip knocks into a table. I grip it, holding on tight to steady myself, but the crowd is stilled, the chanting stopped. A pair of gilded boots stride towards the tabletop. A pair of gilded boots stride across the tabletop. Oh! Okay, I'm liking where this is going so far. Ah! Seriously, you dogs? Again? Scattered laughter and cheers arise from the audience. I drag my eyes upwards. I don't think I'd be able to. Whoa! A well-dressed man stands on the table in front of me, broad shoulders framed by the thick lapels of a trench coat. Did I read that in a British accent? Whoops. Sorry. Got a little distracted. A well-dressed man stands on the table in front of me, his broad shoulders framed by the thick lapels of a trench coat. This is really the last time, all right? This time when he speaks, the audience falls silent, as though bewitched by his magnetic presence or rich, low voice. But nothing is as captivating as his smile. He beams at the crowd around him, a performer on his makeshift stage. Don't blink or you'll miss it. He laughs, and a dagger-shaped earring dangling from his left ear catches the light in a flash of gold. It would seem I found Leander. He raises his hand above the audience and snaps. A flash of pale green light, real magic, no ordinary stage trick, blinds me. I'm getting Leon Kennedy vibes. Oh, this is great. As the brilliance ebbs, my gaze refocuses on the mage towering above me. He flicks his wrist, and the magic spiraling around him coalesces? Hold on, I'm stupid.
Coalesce.
Coalesces. See? Nothing but quality content for you guys. Alright, back to the hotties. A delicate flower stem sprouts from between his pinched fingers. One by one, glowing lily petals spring forth. With a flourish, the mage presents the conjured flowers. The audience bursts into clapping and cheers. My mouth hangs open, and not just on account of the impressive performance. There was no incantation, no spell circle. I've never seen something so beautiful and intricate conjured so effortlessly. I mean, I have. Curse. Sorry. Leander must be an incredibly gifted mage. No wonder Curse recommended him. Leander plucks the iridescent bouquet out of the air and turns in a slow circle, giving his audience a good look. Now who could use some good luck? Eager onlookers scoot closer to the table. Some reach for the lilies, while others whistle. Oh my god, this boy has me so... Eager onlookers scoot closer to the table. Some reach for the lilies, while others whistle and call Leander's name. But his cool green eyes slide right over them, locking on me, and said, "Ah! Hello! I'm not here. I'm not part of this. Damn you, VC. Make me stand back up." "How about you?" My chest tightens. Every person gathered turns to stare at me. Oh god. I have to refuse his offer because I want to do Curse's route, but I don't want to be rude. I hate when this happens in video games. Let me save it. Yes, I'm a wiener. I'm sorry. Okay. I think I'm brave enough now. I'm sorry, Leander. My voice comes out weaker than I'd like. Someone else might appreciate them more. Leander's smile widens as though he didn't hear me at all. You seem like you could use something to brighten up your day. But as he speaks, the lilies fade away in a shower of opalescent light. To my surprise, Leander laughs under his breath. That's the problem with flowers. They don't last long, but they leave an impression, right? He grins at me, and I find myself smiling back. By refusing the flowers, did I choose the right option by accident? Mona raising boys up by accident. Oh no. Ah! Sorry. Leander steps off the table, dropping among the excited crowd with an audible clink. All right, bloodhounds. Get back to your drink. Show's over. The green cloaks disperse at his command, returning to their tables and booths. Before I can make my way towards Leander, his eyes find me. He gives me a friendly wave, then beckons me over to the crowded counter. Sure. I manage to squeeze beside him, but there's so little room that his broad shoulder presses against mine. Okay. Get a feel on those biceps? Triceps? Maybe both? But he doesn't seem to mind at all. Is this your first time in Iridia? He says it lightly, with an air of genuine curiosity. Do I stick out that much? Probably. Look at us. No, but I'm certain I've never seen a face as lovely as yours around Lowtown. Oh! My eyes flicker to the every time I get nervous I start reading in British. Oh no. Whoop, crap. My eyes flicker to the polished countertop. I'm not used to flattery, and being this close makes eye contact difficult. As if on cue, the bartender approaches us. What can I get you? Surprise me, and add anything my friend wants to my tab. I wasn't expecting the generosity, but I have to admit, I do feel a little thirsty after all that fried dough. I feel a little thirsty right now. No. Okay, focus on the mission, Mona. Curus. Water's good. Water's fine. While the bartender leaves to fix our drinks, Leander leans his elbows on the counter. I'm close enough to notice the purple shadows under his lower lids. His eyes wander over me in return, but when they lock on my bandaged hands, a sour taste rises in my throat. Here come the questions. So, what brings you to the Wick? Curus sent me. He pushes his hair back from his forehead, but it immediately falls right back into place. So, it's about work. The bartender pushes a pair of glasses our way. I don't realize how thirsty I am until the cool water touches my lips. I drain the water in a single gulp. Leander takes a deep swig of his beer, then lets out a satisfied breath. How can I be of assistance? I need to get to the cenobium. As soon as the word cenobium leaves my mouth, the entire bar falls silent. Bloodhounds twist around their seats to gawk openly. Finally, an especially drunk one speaks up. The hell are you? Bringing up the cenobium in here. Draw him out! This is bloodhound territory! The vitriol catches me off guard. From the angry looks thrown my way, it's clear I've broken some unspoken rule just by mentioning the cenobium. When I glance at Leander, he's drinking, as though he hasn't noticed the uproar. Only when he catches me looking does he lower his glass. For the love of... He drags a hand down his face. Hey, keep it down, will you? This is business. I tense, expecting an argument, but the outspoken bloodhounds silently return to their drinks. Only a handful continue to watch me warily. Yeah, you better back up. I have Leander on my side. He'll kick your butt and give me a smooch. Sorry about them. The cenobium's a bit of a touchy subject in these parts. Mixing enough drinks and, well, you saw. He has such a cute smile. How about we continue this outside? Or, upstairs. No! When I give him a terse nod, he pushes away from the bar counter. I follow Leander to an alleyway tucked behind the wet wick, where layers of frayed bloodhounds posters have been plastered to the walls. Oh, he's facing us! Hey! Seeing them side by side, the resemblance between Leander and his likeness on the posters is impressive. Curtis didn't send you for help at the cenobium, did he? From the look he gives me, he already knows the answer. I glance away. No, he didn't. He suggested I find an alternative. He suggested I find an alternative to that damn cenobium. No, he didn't. He suggested I find an alternative. Yet here you are, asking about them anyway. What do you need a cenobium for? I don't want to tell him about my curse. The less people know about my capabilities, the better. Thankfully, Leander takes my reluctant silence as an answer. Well, I see you're already aware of the city's currency. Information's worth its weight in gold here. Curse told you the truth. The cenobium's dangerous. Get on their bad side and they'll imprison you if you're lucky, and torture you if you're not. Torture? My teacher never described anything like that because they're a bad person, Mona. Wow, you are so pretty. But the cenobium's supposed to be a place of learning. A sanctuary. The cenobium has always been heralded as the last bastion of human knowledge, a shining beacon of hope in a world steeped in nightmares. If any place held answers, it would be the cenobium. That's why I came here. That's what they want you to think. But things that seem too good to be true are often just that. Such a simple statement, and yet it leaves me reeling. If it's true, if I staked everything on a lie, then what now? Leander clears his throat. But as I always say, there's solutions to every problem, and alternatives to every solution. He claps his hands and turns to me with a brilliant smile. That's why Curse pointed you to the bloodhounds. Let us help you. Whether it's hunting soulless, finding people, or recovering stolen valuables, we can do it all, and free of charge. I'm shaking my head before he's even finished his practice speech. My patience is wearing dangerously thin. Do not snap at this boy. This is a good boy. It is a handsome boy. Mona, I will beat your buns. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but my problem can't be solved by a group of good Samaritans. Yes, it can! Yes, it can! Stop being stubborn! To my chagrin, Leander nods slowly. Then your problem must be fairly serious. And if the cenobium's your first choice, you're searching for a magical solution, aren't you? When my eyes widen, he nods along, as though he suspected all along. I'd be happy to help you out. That is, if you'll tell me what ails you. Leander might not work for the cenobium, but if his show was any indication, then he's even stronger than the mage who raised me. She couldn't do anything about my curse, but maybe... I'm silent, plagued by indecision. I don't know if I could trust him, but it's not like I have any alternatives. I hate to admit it, but this could be my only path forward. My confession comes out in a pained whisper. I'm cursed. Cursed? Oh, now I'm very curious. Oh, he's always on my mind! Oh, now I'm very curious. What kind of curse? Something ancestral or more recent? He looks me up and down, taking my face, my eyes, and finally my hands. It's your hands, isn't it? I wait until I'm certain my voice will remain steady before answering. My touch is dangerous. It changes people, hurts them. Before I've even finished, Leander begins taking his glove off. He tugs his left hand free and flexes his fingers. Let's see it. Not what he's talking about, Mona. Get your mind out of the gutter. He offers me his hand, and a prismatic flash of magic ripples across his palm. An enchantment for protection. But I'm already shrinking backwards. I can't. I don't care how confident Leander is. I can't bring myself to hurt him. To see his kind face twist to a mask of madness. Believe me, this isn't an ordinary curse. I'll be fine. Perhaps where you came from, your affliction was strange, one of a kind. But spend a year in the city, and you'll see 1,000 curses and thrice as many cures. Do you really think Curus would send you here if I couldn't handle it? How should I know? I only met him today, and it was the best day of my life. Bless. I'm as good as any mate in the Cenobium. Better, even. If they can help, so can I. You don't know what you're asking me. I'm asking you to trust me. Oh my god. Blushing for real. I look from Leander's outstretched hand to his confident smile. Then, with a short breath, I begin unwinding the bandages from my hand. Fine. But if you lose control, don't say I didn't warn you. You can tie me up first if it makes you feel better. No! No, do not do this to me. I swear to God, Leander. With each joint I expose, I grow more and more certain that this is a terrible idea. Ready when you are. If he's bothered by the way my hand looks, he doesn't show it. My fingers hover shakily over his palm. 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! No, what if I hurt him? Okay. Let's save. I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust him. It may be against Curus's route, but I just want to see what happens. If this encourages the boy, Leander, then we'll go back to a save, I promise. I just want to really see what happens. I tap his palm once, as quickly as possible. It's barely more than a brush, but that's all it ever takes. Hi! When I look at his face, expecting to see the worst, Leander only grins. See? It can't be. This time, when I reach out to touch Leander's palm again, he catches my wrist before I can pull away. I told you, there's really nothing to worry about. He trails off when my thumb brushes the soft skin of his inner wrist. I search Leander's face for traces of madness, but his eyes remain a clear, soft green. Color rises in his cheeks, but he remains still except for the Color rises in his cheeks, but he remains still except for the subtle bobbing of his throat. Okay, I think this is in line with Leander's route. I say it a lot of different times. I think this is in line with his route. So let's go back and pull away. But this was really cute. I'm glad I saw this. Alright, hold back. I hesitate the last second, but Leander does not. His hand closes tightly around mine. The instant his fingers graze mine, his expression goes blank. Leander? I try to pull away, but he won't let go. My stomach sinks, fear clutching me even harder than Leander's grip as he takes a slow, deliberate step closer. His free hand rises, outstretched fingers angling towards my neck. No! Ah! No! Here! Just fine. Interesting. That's one hell of a curse. Oh, thank God. His hand lands gently on my shoulder to steady me. I didn't even realize I was shaking. I searched Leander's face for traces of madness, but his eyes remained a clear, soft green. Okay, so this is the same as before. I wonder if he's still gonna blush. Yep, there he goes. Mona's psychic. Color rises in his cheeks, but he remains still except for the subtle bobbing of his throat. Neither of us speak as I trace the contours of Leander's palm, lost in an awareness I wasn't prepared for. I've been with other people, kissed them, been embraced by them, and more, but not like this. Wait, no, which one was the right answer? My fingers, long deprived by years of bandaging, pick up every single detail. The grooves of his palm, the smooth shell of his nails, the pulse of his heart. For as long as I've lived, I've never been able to hold someone's hand, not without dire consequences. I never realized what I was missing until this moment. While Leander's pulse is steady, mine is hammering as fear gives way to excitement. Oh, not again. It's for the doctor. It's for the doctor, guys. Stay strong. I draw my hand back and take a steadying breath. My head feels as though it's stuffed with cotton. Habit alone guides me through the motions of rewrapping my hand, although my fingers tremble too much for the bandages to lie flat. I can't believe that worked. May I ask your name? I'm Mona. You were right to hide this from me, Mona. That curse of yours, it's unlike anything I've ever dealt with. I can tell you're discreet, but you best not go showing that off to anyone else. I didn't plan on it. You're the first. Are you staying in Lowtown? I pause. Room and board was something I hadn't yet considered. I don't know. Let's get you properly settled then. Oh, he's so nice and cute, and oh my god, I'm so conflicted. The wet wick is noticeably quieter. Without their leader, most of the bloodhounds have dispersed, or in a few cases, fallen asleep beside their drinks. Got any rooms left, or did my luck grab them all to sleep it off? The bartender, who I now realize doubles as an innkeeper, slides a key onto the counter. You know I always keep their counter room open for your escapades. Leander's laugh sounds slightly strained. Oh no, oh he's so cute. And I always appreciate it, but you're mistaken. This is for my friend Mona. Sure, stay as long as you like. You two have fun. Escapades, huh? Leander clears his throat, then holds the key out to me. But I hesitate. My coin purse barely holds enough for a day's worth of meals, let alone a room. How much do I owe you? Nothing. Bloodhound rates. My treat, since you shared your secret. Food, drink, a warm bed, anything you need. He's so nice. Carefully, I take the key from him. It's small, but weighs heavily in my palm. I never expected to have a warm bed in Iridia, let alone free meals. Thank you. Go explore, Mona. You'll find many roads in Iridia, each leading to different answers. But if you need a reprieve from what haunts you, come find me. Just be careful. I nod, taking one last look at the gleaming bronze key before tucking into the pocket of my cloak for safekeeping. Leander gives me one last friendly wave before I depart. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know. He's so cute. I don't think... No, I can stay strong. We're gonna do all the routes. I promise it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna see every boy. But for now, I think this is where we say goodbye, guys. We got to meet the boy Leander. He was so cute. Unfortunately, we had to reject him a little, but that's okay. We'll get to his route eventually. Route. I'm sorry I say it different, like, all the time. But, this was great. I'm really enjoying this game. And next time, hopefully we continue with Curtis's route. But until then, you guys have a beautiful week. I hope you find pennies on the ground. I hope your crush winks at you. I hope your husbando lives through the next episode of their series/game. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.